last coming days to prep stock. Slightly disappeared.
Yeah, he's gone. He's driving.
Oh, yeah.
Screw him.
No, I'm here. I'm just driving. That's all.
Las Vegas. Ooh, taxi cab confessions.
I thought that was done already. No, prep stock is. I don't know. So I don't know why we lose people in translation when we say that prep stock is in October. I guess it doesn't register people. You have some goggles going on. Yeah, I was wearing sunglasses like the whole time over there, and it left some wicked marks. I wonder if I change the color of the light, if it would help any.
Now, you look like you've got jaundice. I think it looks fantastic. Ooh, yeah, there you go. It's even better.
It's even better.
That 5 head's looking fucking sharp.
There you go. How's that?
Okay.
Orange.
So, hey, shout out to Podfather, because he's over on Podbean. And then we are up on Rumble.
Can they hear us over on Podbean?
I don't know. Can you hear us on Podbean, Podfather?
What if we just do the changing light? Does that work for you guys? That nobody could tell what color I am?
Ooh, there
What's up, Jester? What's up, little Joe?
Wow, you got the gay rainbow thing going on.
Speaking of gay rainbows, dude, word on the street is you lick wieners. Oh, shit, the cops are here.
The Wiener Patrol has arrived.
Yeah, look at that.
That's it. They got here.
Eric says that we are we can be heard on Podbean, and we're on Rumble and YouTube and Facebook.
My God,
So, can you
like.
flip your camera? I got to flip my camera. This is slightly. Check this out. Look at this. They got a light specifically for you.
Oh, it's a
How
rainbow.
good can you see that?
Oh wow! I
Look
like
at
that.
that. That's pretty cool,
Isn't that
right?
Fabulous. Yeah,
It is
that
fabulous. I don't use that word.
Oh my God!
It's
You just did.
fabulous.
So
There you go.
fabulous.
How do I switch this back so I can be fabulous in the light? There we go.
Thank
That's
you for,
actually not that bad. I think it's making me not look as orange.
no, you look orange, dude. You look like an Oompa Loompa.
Tis the season to be orange though for Trump.
Dude, that's it. Oh, yeah, I'm orange for Trump. There you go.
That's it.
You're getting too high tech.
That works. Orange for Trump.
I was going to pull one of these in my car and start pulling people over.
Frankie D, titties. We got Frankie D over on Podbean. Hey, everybody, real quick. So shut up, Jester. Shut up slightly. And just keep puking your guts out wherever you are, Spanky. We don't really give a shit. This is the
Is he
Beans.
alive?
Huh? No, he's not anywhere.
Oh no, he's alive though, right?
He's taking his dirt nap now.
Oh,
I'm thinking,
I'm jealous. I wish I could take a nap.
whatever.
Hi, Bethy.
Gee whiz.
Sorry, sorry I'm not
Bethy!
reading the comments, guys. When we have the comments are this big, like on my screen now.
Nobody says hi to me.
My comments are
nobody
huge. Nobody does miss you. Ralph Big Caucus is over on Rumble. We're trying out something new here, Big Caucus, and everybody over on Podbean and Facebook and YouTube and Rumble.
And Clapper. Let's not forget Clapper.
We're on the Clapper. They're going to shut us all down now. Fuck it. It's all done. So this is not the Beans and Weenie show that you were thinking it would be. This is just a great session with the guys, minus Spanky, because we kicked his ass out of the group. He's no longer in the club, and we think he's actually dead.
Maybe he is.
He could be. Oh, I'm going to share this to him. Let's share this to him, and yeah. There we go. Everybody can see me sharing it to the big Spanky. Yeah.
When's the last time we did a show, Scooter?
Clapper ain't shutting us down.
Clapper ain't gonna do it. Look at all these people that follow me, and where is that Spanky McButterpants hiding at? See if
I want to show you guys something.
It's been a show, hasn't it been, Scooter?
Yeah.
It's been since the first of August.
So when you're in Greece, right? For everybody that doesn't know, I just got back from Greece. That's why I haven't been live in a while. That's one reason I haven't been live in a while. I was over there. Okay. And you guys know I like my. All right. When you order wine over there in restaurants, they serve it to you in most taverns and things. They serve it to you in one of these. It's a little.
Wow, you mean you actually drink wine without a box?
No, I poured this from the box.
Oh, okay.
But no, so it's like if you order a half liter, this is a half liter, right? And then there's like a bigger and a bigger and a bigger, and they come in different sizes. And I was like, you know what? I want one of those to bring it back to the States. So I went out and I got one, and I'm not sure if it's made from real copper or not. Maybe I'm drinking out of zinc. I don't know. But how cool is that little thing? They have these at the restaurants. When you order wine, this is how they bring it to you. I was like, I want one. That's cool.
It's like you can take it back into the back and fill it up with your weenie. It looks like you could take it out back and fill it up with your weenie. And there you got more wine.
Nah, it's a little too big.
That's true.
Slightly big. Slightly too big.
There you go. Hey, Ben, Podbean is filling up. Mama Bear's over on Podbean. Big Cock is on Rumble. Hello to everybody on YouTube, Facebook.
I
want to say to all my people on Clapper tonight, guys, thank you everyone for coming in, because usually when I haven't been live over here for a while, nobody's here. Like, nobody's coming in. We have 20 people in here right now, so rock on, everybody.
Nice. Hey, on this Clapper app, am I able to go to, say, another app and still hear and talk, or no?
I don't know how that works.
No.
Because they're constantly doing updates, but usually no.
You cannot.
Yeah. How am I supposed to get some scumbags off the street?
You're not going to be able to.
What you do is you run them over, then you call the ambulance. That gets them off the street.
Oh, there you go. But then I don't make money off of that.
No. So you turn your camera off and you jump over into your app and grab a fare, and then you come back.
Oh, yeah, you could do that, yeah.
Yep.
Can I still hear you when I'm
I
on
just
the other
happened
app?
to look and see your notifications, Gotcha.
I don't know if you'll be able to hear us. I don't. This is all new to me. It's crazy technology. I don't know.
I just tried.
Ozark, as far as I know, everyone's good to answer your question, except Spanky.
Spanky's dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
He's dead.
Spanky's dead. I'm going to share the Podbean to him, too. So there.
How do you flip the camera around on this? Let's see.
Oh,
You hit those three little dots at the bottom.
He's a Clapper virgin.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna send Spanky a picture.
Send him 2 pictures.
Hey.
Well, I'm gonna send him this one, and I'm gonna send him a picture of like a walrus's butthole, but I'll send him this one first.
And if you're on Podbean, you can't hear through Clapper, right?
Yeah.
That's what you were saying, Scooter?
Yeah. Everyone can hear the audio. Everyone can hear the audio.
Nice.
Yep. Oh man. Yeah, if we were doing the show, I had some great stories. I in the New York Post, the go-to newspaper owned by Rupert Murdoch, that only tells nothing but the truth. I found a story. The ideal penis size has been revealed, according to women. And the
according to women, not yours.
According to I think I'm qualifying. I think I may be overqualified for this, but it says the answer will shock you. I don't know, And Big Caucus is like
you guys
4
want to see the most creepy walrus on the planet?
Show me.
Oh.
Hey, that's Andy Reid.
Hey, that looks like. Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's the coach of the Chiefs.
Anyway, I sent that to Spanky. Let's see if he responds to that. That's Steve Harvey. Dude, it looks like Steve Harvey. It really does. Oh, so I have to tell the story of the tattoo. Well, did he respond? No, he didn't respond. So I had it in my head that I was going to get a tattoo while I was in Greece, right? Like I had my mindset on. I was like, I want to get tattooed in another country because that's just cool to say. Like, yeah, I got a tattoo in this other country. Like, that's really cool to say. So I find a guy on Instagram that does tattoos, like about 45 minutes away from where we're staying in like one of the big towns next to us. So I was like, okay. I start messaging the guy a few weeks before we go over. He's like, yeah, dude, I got you. I can do it. No problem. I'm like, sweet. And he speaks English. That's fantastic. Well, I get over there and the guy ghosts me. I don't hear from him. He's not responding to messages. He's posting shit on Instagram every day and he will not fucking respond to me. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So it's like, I have like 1 week left of being there. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. This guy's not responding. This is getting weird. I don't want to keep bothering the guy. Clearly, he doesn't want to do the tattoo anymore. I got to find someone new. So I asked my wife, I said, can you find out who does your cousin's tattoo? And she goes, yeah. So she talks to her cousin. She's like, oh, it's a family member. He's another cousin, right? Okay. So they contact the guy. The guy has a tattoo shop in Athens. The day before we leave to come back. We drive out to Athens. We get in our hotel. We get all set up. We've been on the road all day. And the guy says, be here at 6 p.m. I said, okay. Well, 6:40 rolls around. We're still driving around Athens trying to find parking. Okay. We don't find parking till about 6:40, somewhere in that neighborhood. And the closest place we could find was a 12-minute walk to the tattoo shops. Needless to say, I'm an hour late for this tattoo, right? We left at like 5:09. We drove for over an hour trying to find parking. So now we finally get parking. We're walking through the city. We find the guy's shop. Can't find the guy's shop because the guy's shop is literally like a 10-foot by 15-foot room in the bottom of a building in the center of a city block with no marking. Sketchy as shit, right? Very sketchy. Yeah, right? New premiere of Hostel. So finally we get there. The other cousin's there. It's all good. Guy doesn't speak a lick of English, right? And has a wireless tattoo gun. First time I've seen a wireless tattoo gun. It sounds like a beard trimmer when it's running, not like your typical tattoo gun, right? But he does the tattoo. We get done with it at like 9 p.m. So in like 12 hours, I'm leaving for the airport and getting on a plane. Come back. But he does the tattoo, and he did a phenomenal job. Like, this is a cover-up. There's a tattoo under it. You really can't, you can see a little bit of it, but he did a bang-up job with that. And I'm extremely happy. And he only charged €100, which is like 115, 120 US. Well, you're not getting a tattoo that cheap. You wouldn't get this that cheap here in the States, right? Thank you, Becky. It turned out good. It did turn out good. So I'm super stoked on it because I hated the tattoo that was there, and I was like, I got to get that covered up.
Why does it look like it's peeling off? What I said.
So you talking about the blue that's around? Oh, because it is peeling. It's still healing.
Oh. I thought maybe you came back with some gangrene or something.
No. So what he did was, he did a lot of like light sea blue around it with the shading to help cover up some of the detail from the old tattoo. He said, so whenever it heals, that'll just be like a faded blue kind of around it. But I'm going to add to it, I think, is what's going to happen.
I'm pretty hurt. You tattooed over my name. I thought you were mine forever. I don't know what the fuck's going on with you these days. You go to Greece.
I was going to do the whole thing and put Razor above Scooter and then get a little. So what, do you know what the Greek word for scooter is?
Scooter.
Patini.
Little Weenie? Did you say Little Weenie?
Yeah, patini.
No,
like patini,
weenie.
like petite weenie, patini.
Hey, Princess Kitty.
Yeah, but it was a really interesting experience. It was a really fun experience, and the best part is everybody that could translate that spoke English, like, left to go get coffee and left me in this room with this guy who I don't know, but it's apparently some distant family member. But, like, when we go over there, my wife's like, oh, yeah, we're basically related to everybody because they are, because her whole family's from that region. But yeah, so I'm just like sitting alone with this guy in this shop, and he's just over here buzzing away, and I'm like, I don't even know how to. I know a little bit, but I don't know enough to hold a conversation with this guy. So I'm just like, the only sentence I could make really in Greek is the horse drinks water, or the cat ate the mouse. Like, there's not much I can talk to this guy about. So I'm just sitting there all quiet, like, you know.
Was he using like a big pen with some copper wire wrapped around it, and it was hooked up to like a 12-volt battery and shit, and had a little motor on the end of it?
I still would have did it, man. I'm all about life experiences. I was volunteering one time for the zoo, right? Yeah. And we had to go to another zoo that was like out in the middle of nowhere, Florida. I don't even remember what the place was called, but it was a big animal cat like sanctuary. And the lady said, like, we're out there, like, pulling weeds and vines off of, like, the animal enclosures or whatever. She looks at me and looks at all of us. She goes, whatever you do not pet the tiger. And I said, so well, you done did it now because I'm petting this fucking tiger. Like, I'm petting that damn tiger. And I said, you know what? I said, what up, Tin Man? I said, how did you tell him what you wanted? Well, other people that were with me spoke Greek, so they were able to tell him what
And we lost the audio feed. Dude, we lost the audio feed, so I'm not going to say a thing. You're on your own. That's the way it is. Yeah, but I can't hear you. Yep. See if I can get it back. Everybody's complaining over on Podbean because you sound like a jerk. Anyway. That's true. I don't know why it's jumping around. This is weird. Yeah, Big Caucus says he says your voice is lovely, but you sound like a douche.
Big Caucus is a douche.
No, he's not.
That's not what you said before.
No, that's
so you finally ended the tiger. Do what?
I didn't say anything. Fuck you.
Oh, fuck. Damn. What's got your bowels in an uproar?
You're in. You fucking take off for a month. I don't know. Fucking Spanky's dead. I can't find Slightly anywhere. What do I care?
Yeah, where'd he go? He was here.
He picked up a hooker. Just let him deliver the hooker to the...
Did.
Exactly. I don't know what's going on with this. We had it on there, and now we don't. I don't understand. How did you do?
Are you still live over on the Bean?
Yeah, we're live on the Bean, and right now I'm just putting you through the microphone, so it's really shitty sound, and we're live on Podbean, or on Rumble, and Facebook, and YouTube. Just trying to get it back on here. It's not playing the way I want it to.
Yeah, I can't help you, man.
Yeah, I know.
I wish I could.
It worked for a little bit. Everybody got to hear you for a little bit. And now they're hearing you through the mic, and that kind of sucks.
Right.
It's like you're talking on the phone.
I'm glad to see you guys. I'm glad to see you too, Little Joe. shit, it's jelly.
The jelly.
Wow. Jelly, I modded you. I've been modding people as they come in. What was I gonna do here? I wanted to see if they updated the gifts since I've been gone. Like if there's like Halloween's out. There's a casino chip. A Guns N' Roses gun. Oh yeah, they did upgrade the gifts. They upgraded a lot of stuff actually. You can get a burger now, a golden crown. There's all kinds of new shit. Whoa. Halo, thank you for the beat.
Damn. Crash is over on Podbean. Thank you for the bean, Crash.
Damn. Scooter left us again. I think he's trying to fix the audio. It's okay, Scooter. We'll manage. So I want to know if you guys know any creators while we're waiting on Scooter to get back. I've been waiting to see this pop up yet. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm waiting for people to do skit videos or these videos where they go up to the houses that are littered with Trump propaganda, like the Trump flags in the yard and the vote Trump big things hanging in the window, and go to their houses, knock on the door, and ask them who they're voting for with a bunch of Kamala pamphlets and T-shirts and hats and things like that, and then getting this on film and then post it on the internet. I'm waiting for somebody to start doing this yet. If anybody has started doing it, share these videos with me. Because I think that would make for some really hilarious content. And I have no idea what Scooter's doing. Scooter, what are you doing, man? You still hear me?
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine. I'm just trying to get it where everybody else can hear you.
It's not working?
Nope. It just seems to want to do something else. So, to hell with technology this evening. It kind of sucks. Hey, iDoc Fall on Podbean.
I wonder if it's a Podbean issue.
No, it has nothing to do with Podbean. It's it's iPhone. It's an iPhone issue is what the problem is. So,
there you go.
see, fucking iPhone
Joey.
fucking me up again.
Tag me in one of those things, Jelly. Or send me one. I'd like to see that. So, Scooter, tell me a story. What's new in your world?
It's just life is as normal. Since y'all abandoned me, I'm having to see a therapist now because I have all this trauma and because you left me without warning, just disappeared. Just like one day I've got all this communication from Jester, and then the next day it's like nothing, poof, gone. And Spanky's the same way. Hey, Spanky, how you doing today? Nothing, fucking crickets. It's just. Other than that, everything's great. Do I sound a little bit testy this evening?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
So just for the record, me, Slightly and Spanker, we all got together. We said, you know what, Scooter seems a little stressed out. Maybe we should give him some space.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, fucking give me space. That's what it is. Yeah.
We think he needs some him time, right? So we're all gonna go do something else for a little while.
Yeah, that's what I need. Need some me time. So what did I do?
Me time.
Actually, no, it was a pretty good August because my daughter came through on her way back from North Dakota. She finished up her assignment in North Dakota and headed back to the coast and stopped in at the end of August. And I think I sent you those pictures. I killed the pig and I cooked it and it was fucking delicious. Did I not send you those
Maybe.
pictures?
I don't remember seeing them, but let me go back through our text messages here. Maybe you did.
Oh, that's okay. And I loved getting the.
I'm into July now, and there's just
Nope.
shit I was sending to Spanky that I was also sending to you picture-wise. Way to leave me hanging. Oh, you know what? You might have sent them, but they might not have went overseas.
They got stopped at the border. Yeah. Uh-huh. TSA fucked us on that one, so screw them.
Fucking PSA, dude.
Yeah, but
So,
I heard you had some fun trying to re-enter the country. Did you have to sneak back in? How did that work?
so we came back into the country,
Yeah.
and they say that, sir, you've been selected for a random screening. Come with me. And my wife gives me this look, and I'm like, okay. Like, sure, whatever you guys need. Like, but, I'll do whatever you need. It's fine. Okay. So they wait to get a guy to escort me to another guy, and she's like, why do you think you're being selected? And I was like, I don't know. It's like, I don't fucking know. So we go down to the guy, and he says, who are you traveling with? I said, my wife and 2 children. He says, what are your children's names? So I gave him the names. They said, okay, you can go. And I said, okay. Weird. As we're walking away, my wife says, yeah, when he pulled up your name and scanned your passport, there were like paragraphs under it. And I'm like, well, that's strange. Not sure why that would be, but that's interesting. She goes, yeah, I was trying to read it, but he kept moving the screen around too quick for me to really see what was in there. And I'm like, I'd like to know what he saw. But also, there was, and I'm thinking maybe this could have been a thing too, like I didn't think about till after the fact. So, last year, when we went overseas and came back, when I got into Greece, my passport never got stamped.
You were an illegal.
I was.
Oh,
so,
God.
me and my wife and kids, we all went through customs together when we came into the country. And I guess the guy was just stamp, just miss mine, right? So as we're leaving, the guy says, how long have you been in Greece, dude? And I was like, I don't know, like 3 weeks or so. I was like, why? He says, they didn't stamp your passport when you came in. I was like, let me just turn around and go back. I'll see you in like 6 months or so. So maybe it was weird because like they didn't have a record. They had a record of me getting it, like leaving Greece, but not getting in there. So maybe that threw a weird hiccup in there somewhere. I don't know. Trying to re-enter from Texas, they'll let you in, no problem. They'll let you in and they'll pay you.
Exactly. You should have come up through the southern border. You could have got that debit card, and you could have stayed. Hell, you could have stayed in one of the 4-star hotels in New York. Although it is becoming a shithole now.
What's going on, Alvin? Do what, Scooter?
I said New York City's becoming a shithole now.
Yo! Chels is in here.
Yeah. She gave
What
up
up,
trying
Joe?
to listen on Rumble.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you what. So there was something I heard a guy talking about the housing market crash with the illegals and these things, and this makes like a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
So when I was living in Florida, dude, it was after the housing market crash. That's how we got our house so cheap, right down there. And no, I did not see that video, Alvin. Anyways, so as I'm in Florida, maybe 10 years after the crash, the housing market starts blowing up down there like crazy, right? And they are leveling farmland and everything to build condos and apartment complexes and everything. I mean, they are building these giant communities, Scooter. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, you got the baby boomer generation, right?
Right.
And there's a spectrum of baby boomers. You've got the people that are are just now retiring and they're moving down to Florida, right? You know, at the time. So they're retiring, they're moving to Florida, whatever. You got that whole era of boomers that are waiting for retirement. And then you've got the era of boomers that are dying out, that are, you know, it's the end of their lifespan, okay? So you've got, you know, and then you've got the few in the middle, but the ones in the middle, they're not moving around, they're not going anywhere, they're stationary, right? So in my mind, I'm like, it's not making sense. Like, we don't have this big influx of people. Why are they building all this housing? It's not making sense to me, right?
Right. So
someone put it to me very simply. Yeah, everything works on supply and demand. Okay, it's just how things work. So, when you have the supply and demand, it's basically very simple. Okay, you bring an influx of people in to suck up the housing market. Therefore, there is demand, and you can keep the prices high. That's how that works. So everybody's like, you know, all these illegals are coming and they're going to fuck everything up. Like, yes, you're right. And one of the things is the housing industry. It won't crash as long as people still need places to live, because an illegal that's coming in that has to pay $2,000, $2,500 a month for rent for a one-bedroom apartment doesn't give a shit. Is that illegal's getting government subsidies, and he's probably moving in 5 people that are also getting government subsidies, and he's smart enough to know that he could put 2 bunk beds in one room and house 4 people there, and then put another 4 bunk beds in the bedroom and house 4 people there, and then he could split the power bill 8 ways, split this 8 ways, and everybody's getting all this money. So yeah, you could pay those bills. It's no problem. And they don't give a shit. They don't care. No, I didn't see the video, Alvin, on X. Right now, 70% of all the crime in New York is done by illegals. It's a kick in the pants. I bet it, yeah.
Yeah.
We could just move into an apartment complex and start charging people rent. Sounds good to me. I mean, it's illegal, but the people that are doing this are already illegal. Like, in most states, subletting is illegal.
Well, now wait a minute. Here's the thing. So some of the Biden newcomers have moved into Aurora, Colorado, and into Chicago. I don't know if you've heard about this. And basically, they've taken over the apartment complexes. So they're charging rent. They just took it over. They said, fuck it. You pay us. Forget about paying everybody else. If you don't pay us, we'll just kill you. Have you heard that one?
No, I have not heard. Well, actually, maybe I did hear about that.
Yeah, and supposedly the Hells Angels organization was on their way to pay a visit to this new gang in Aurora, Colorado. But it's funny because now on TikTok you can go out there and you can find some videos of some people up in Chicago that are unhappy with them and saying, you come here to our city and you take over the places where we live, and you know what? We're going to talk to you. We're not going to talk nice to you. They made a statement. He said, you know, y'all know about guns and shit, but we've got switches. What the fuck is a switch?
Like a switchblade?
I'm thinking it's some kind of a weapon. See, little Joe's seen it, subleasing at gunpoint in Colorado.
Hold on one second. Hold that thought.
Hold that thought. I'm going to hold that thought. I'll hold it right here in my hands. Welcome, everybody, over on Podbean. This is not the normal Beans and Weenie show. This is the jester version of the Clapper Weenie show.
It's a part added to a gun?
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, maybe switches like selector switches, Scooter.
Is it like a bump stock kind of thing where you can turn a...
No, I'm thinking like pew, 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 no pew.
Oh.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't looked it up. I'm afraid to, see what they have to say in the Urban Dictionary. Actually, let's just ask. good there. I mean, just normal shit. Let's see. Urban Dictionary.
I bought a new gun before I went overseas, too.
Did you? Is it still in the gun safe?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm more confused than ever because here's the thing. On Urban Dictionary, all right, it's telling me that as a switch is a person who vacillates between dominant and submissive roles within sexual relations. What are they going to do? They got fucking switches in Chicago?
They're going to fuck the illegals to death. That's what they're going to do.
I kind of...
One minute we're nice and they say, come on in, next minute we fuck you to death.
Yo, you want to come into my apartment, man? Come on. Bend over. It's bukkake time.
Apartment butthole first, because that's happening to you.
Oh, well, so Urban Dictionary wasn't any help. Oh!
But I did buy a Glock 43X.
Oh, nice.
Before I left to go overseas. Yeah.
Okay, well, I faux pod. I apologize. Please forgive me, everybody. Here's the thing. I scrolled down a little farther on Urban Dictionary, and they define switch as a full auto selector for Glock pistols. There you go, dude. You had it. It even says in this definition, it is considered a machine gun and illegal under federal law. It's popular among thugs in Chicago.
That was the only thing in my mind that made sense is that it's select fire switches. That's got to be what it is. So there's really these are not illegal to own or possess. Not illegal. You can buy them online. No background check required. You can buy a select fire switch for a Glock. Now, as soon as you install it, it's illegal as fuck, but you can own it uninstalled.
Ah. Okay.
And they're relatively inexpensive. And what it does is it replaces, you've seen the rear slide of a Glock, right? Like they have all those stupid, ridiculous little inserts you can put in there, like the Punisher or Second Amendment or Bone Collector, or whatever you want to put in that thing, right?
Right.
Which I highly recommend anybody that's carrying a firearm, do not put those in there, because if you ever have to use that firearm, the prosecutor's going to be like, oh, so I saw on the murder weapon here, you've got the Punisher skull, but you think you're the Punisher that you can just run around and kill people, and the jury's going to be like, oh my God. So you don't want to put that shit on there, right? Like you don't, like, even like putting a cross on there. Oh, are you killing people in the name of God? A prosecutor will use that shit against you. So you don't do that shit. You don't put that shit on your gun, okay? Unless you're, unless you're like a veteran and you have like a veteran insignia on there, like the Marine Corps thing or the Navy insignia, something like that, it's okay. But anything outside of that, don't fuck with that. We don't want to do that. Anyway, they sell a selector switch that actually goes right there where that thing does, okay? Because right behind that is your firing pin in the spring. And putting that selector switch there allows that firing pin to just keep moving, and it makes any Glock full auto.
Sweet. I got to go find a couple.
They're online, and they're cheap. They're like under $50, man. They're not very expensive.
Nice. I'll have to go get me a few of those. So, well, I've learned something new. A switch can be a person that switches in between dominant and submissive tendencies, or it can be a full auto selector for a Glock. That's fucking awesome. I love it.
So it could be slightly, or it could be a Glock attachment.
No picking on slightly. He's not here.
Right, but then that's his selective dominance. He got dominant. He's like, I'm not about this show, and then he left.
That's right.
When he's feeling submissive again, he'll come back.
Exactly. When he wants to be that. He'll be back. Speaking of slightly, how about I'm going to take a poll. What is the according to 800 women? According to 800 women, what is the best penis size out there? Length and girth. Don't open your mouth.
It's gotta be. So length, I'm gonna go with 5 inches on the length. I'm being conservative, right?
Okay, all right.
Girth, I'm thinking most women like that fat Pepsi can wiener. So 5 inches long, 6 inches around. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, you're close. You're damn close. According to 800 women polled, get it? See what I did there? Polled. The perfect penis size is 5.5 inches in length and 4.5 inches in girth.
Now, see, if you take 5 and 6 minus 5.5 plus 5, and then we went to the moon in 1969, and you take away 9 from 4.5, you're left with the perfect penis size.
No. I don't know how that works.
And it is that way because it is.
Basically, it's the same length as it is around. It's a fucking. How do you? I don't understand.
I've never had any complaints about the size of my wiener because no one can ever find it.
Well, that is a problem.
So I have a fail-safe. It's non-existent. You cannot complain about.
Somehow you managed to get that turkey baster and present stylist with 2 children. So I'm proud of you for doing that. But now listen to this. Now this survey was taken by Zip Health. Okay, women, ladies were lusting after 5.5 inches in length and 4.5 inches in girth. But a recent report revealed that the average penis length is 5.17 inches, while the average girth, is 4.59 inches. That brings up a lot of questions.
4.9-inch girth?
4.59. 4.5, a little bit.
I gotta get a tape measure. That sounds like a really, wide wiener.
We're gonna have to measure these things. I gotta find the tape measure.
Just in case Ralph shows up, I brought the 100-footer out. Okay.
Ralph is on Rumble. He's all over.
We're gonna need to ground it. Here we go, buddy.
Yeah.
So you said 4 point what?
4.5, 4.5, almost 4.6 inches.
So so just for argument's sake, this tape measure starts at 1. So here's 2, right? So I'm just gonna go to 5. You said 5.5, right? Or 4.5?
4.5. Oh, this is exciting. 4.5 inch.
So that's your girth. That's it.
That's me. Yeah, there you go. Fits.
I can handle it.
You can handle it.
Now length, because we're starting at 1 inch, we'll go to 6.5. So basically, from where my fingernail is to there, that would be the ideal.
But now that brings up a really good question. Are they measuring?
God, that's a big wiener, dude. I didn't know they came that big.
They come bigger than that. Just ask Big Caucus. But the question is,
over here. I got the tape out.
There we go. Are they measuring from the top, or are they measuring underneath? I want to know.
So I measure from the butthole, dude. I mean, that's where I measure from.
There you go. Oh, so they talked to 100 guys, and the guys said that they wanted their penis to be 6.5 inches with a desired girth of 5.5 inches. So it's just like all men. We're just, just spreading the lies, being carpenters. That's all we do.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, I've only got one woman in my life to dissatisfy, so I only have to hear the complaints from one person. So that's,
Hey, there you go. I'm still. I'm not saying a word. I got the dog doesn't even like peanut butter. What the fuck am I doing with my life? I don't know what the hell's going on here.
You're buying the wrong peanut butter, dude. All dogs love peanut butter.
Dude, believe me, I have tried all brands. Jif, fucking Peter Pan, the Walmart brand, the Aldi brand. I've tried the fucking organic nut butter that's out there. Not a thing. Toby's like, I know what you're gonna do with that, and I don't like it. Fuck that.
So Little Joe brings up a relatively, I think it's a relevant point, is it's the Red Bull can.
Oh.
It's the Red Bull can.
I don't have any Red Bull cans to measure myself with. I'll have to get one.
I don't have any Red Bull cans either.
I don't drink that shit.
I don't either.
Well, if we're gonna go with current events, how about this Georgia bullshit going on?
The shooting?
Yeah.
The parents, right?
Well, talk about the whole frickin' family. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so I've been out of the loop a lot. So when I go on vacation, man, I really shut off. I shut down. Unless somebody's reaching out to me directly and saying, "Hey, dude, did you see this?" I'm like just out to them, because the other thing is, when the news is on over there, it's in Greek, and I'm not fluent in Greek. I know enough to survive, but I'm not fluent. So they start talking about things, and I get every third word, because certain words do not change, right? Like, if they're talking about Vladimir Putin, in Greek, Vladimir Putin is still Vladimir Putin, right? So, like, I'm like, okay, they're talking about Vladimir Putin, and then they'll talk about blah, 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 Ameriki, and they're like, I know that's, okay, they're talking about America now. They're talking about Vladimir Putin, America. Maybe 5 words later, they'll say something like NATO, and I'm like, okay, so Vladimir Putin, America, and NATO. What's going on here? What else am I missing? And then I can fill in the blanks with some other words that I know in the language, but they're not covering local U.S. events. It's just like global stuff over there.
Yeah. How many schools got shot up while you were in Greece?
Do what?
How many schools got shot up while you were in Greece?
0.
By alleged trans homosexual kids.
So, okay. None.
Okay.
While I was there. Okay, and I found my tattoo artist Instagram, and he's got videos of him on there with semi-automatic shotguns. So I guess you can actually have those in Greece.
You can.
Yeah.
You can have. France and England are the only countries that do not allow you to have weapons.
No, I did not see that, Chels. I did not see that.
Ronald Reagan. Good movie. All right.
So going back to current events and what you were talking about, so do you want to elaborate more on what's going on with the Georgia thing? Because all I've gathered out of this, unless I'm way off base and I'm thinking about another story, there was a wicked bad shooting in Georgia.
Right.
I don't know all the details. I haven't looked into it, but the parents are being charged somehow in the murder.
Okay, so this kind of dovetails along with what happened in Michigan at the high school. So, young person grabbed his rifle, went into the school, killed 4 people, wounded up to 30 others. Okay? Young man has some mental health issues. They're divulging. Okay. Is the deer trying to come in? What are we doing? And we're just waiting for Jester to return. Evidently, he may have an intruder.
I had my belt hanging up in the bathroom over a hanger, and it fell down. I heard something fall, so I wanted to go check it out.
Gotcha.
All right, so continue. Pigeoning from the Michigan thing.
Okay, so it's kind of like the
Dovetailing,
Michigan
you said.
thing where they arrested the parents, but you're gonna have to bear with me. I'll be back.
Okay.
Carry on.
Okay. Okay, Scooter. Shit happens, man, when you party naked. So, yeah, a belt fell from a hanger and crashed in the bathroom, so that's why I was going in to see what the noise was. Anyway, so yeah, I've been out of the loop for a while. I've been gone for over 3 weeks out of the country, and I just got back, and hence why I wasn't live or wasn't posting much content or anything else, but I did a lot of pictures and stuff and videos while I was there, so I'll be posting a lot of content that I made while I was there. So for those of you that don't know, the reason why I didn't post or tell anybody that I was leaving is because everybody knows I've told the stories with Junior and what's going on and the craziness that is taking place with that situation, and I really didn't feel that my father would be safe or my home would be safe while I was out of the country. And if something were to happen, it's not like I'm right down the street and can just drive home and deal with it. Like, no, it's a process. When I get to the airport, well, actually, if somebody says, hey, something went wrong here, the fastest I could get back here is going to take 24 hours. Minimum of 24 hours to get back here. So I felt it was safer for me to not let anybody know that I was leaving the country. Felt it was better. I know that he actively stalks my social media. I know that he's always making new profiles. I know that he's out there watching. So I figure, you know what? It's better just to not let anybody know I'm leaving. And what I did do was I had a plan in place. I executed the plan and it worked out perfect. My house is still standing. Nothing has happened. So the plan did work, and now I am back. And now I can post all the lovely content I made for you guys while I was there. And we have prep stock to look forward to that's coming up. And if you guys haven't got your tickets yet, get them now because ticket sales are only going till the end of the month, and then they're done. That's it. Prep stock is going to rock and roll. There's going to be the amount of giveaways we have for prep stock is insane. There's over $5,000 worth of items that we're going to be giving away. So it's going to be crazy. Becky, it does suck, but I'll tell you what. So one thing that I've learned in life is everybody, I don't care who they are, I don't care what they show to the world, everybody has problems. Everybody does. Nobody out there has a perfect fucking life. Okay, nobody does. This is a struggle that I have, and I'm sure other people have had similar struggles or worse. And, some people just don't put it out there. I have made social media a part of my life through the podcasting and things that I do. So that you guys just get to hear about it because it's so prevalent in my life that if I tried to keep it in a barrel, it would explode, right? So, sucks. But it is part of life, and everybody's got their own issues. And something I'm learning more in life is that we all make, really bad mistakes that we beat the shit out of ourselves for every day. We all do it. And you'll think back to something you did 5 years ago, man, what a retard I am or whatever, right? Or I'm such an idiot or whatever. But here's the thing. If you learn from that mistake and you haven't made it again, you're not stupid. You're not dumb. There's two types of people in this world. There's people that make mistakes and say, hey, that was a learning experience. And there's people that make a mistake and then they dwell on it forever. And then there's people that make mistakes that keep making the same ones because they're crazy. Cheers.
Everybody's crazy. All right, I'm just letting everybody know on Rumble, on Podbean, to be sure to jump over to Clapper. Check out Jester Dooms. We're going to end this part of the show. I got a little old lady running loose, so trying to answer the front door. But everybody on Podbean and on Rumble, on YouTube and Facebook, be sure to jump over to Clapper. Download the app. It's free. You can check out all of Jester's content, all of his new stuff from Greece. Any fig trees in the content? Did you pick a fig, eat it?
There are some figs in the content, but I'm going to be doing some upcoming content with the figs because I brought back more figs to grow this year.
Cool.
And I've already, so last year they all froze and they died. I thought they would be okay. They didn't make it because they weren't in the ground yet. They need to be planted in early spring in the ground. So I got to get them through winter. So I've already ordered some automatic light timers because they're coming indoors. They're going in a shed with grow lights, and we're going to bring them to the spring, and then we're going to plant them, and hopefully we'll have an abundance of figs on the property.
Nice. Well, that'll be cool.
Oh, I can eat figs. I can eat figs every day, dude. I freaking love them. They make me ready to rock and roll. That whole 2 inches, dude, is just stiff as a...
Well, good deal. I'm glad you're back, and hopefully in the very near future we'll get the band back together and we'll do a real Beans and Weenie show. But thank you for letting me come on your little platform here and hang out with you for an hour. I appreciate it.
I wish we'd do it more, but you're so busy smoking meats.
Fucking A. I gotta smoke the meat, baby, because nobody else is gonna do it. Anyway, all right. Goodbye to everybody on Podbean. You want to tell anybody on Podbean? Because there's a bunch over there. BP told me I should use the peanut butter and jelly mix for Toby. You think that might work?
There you go. That's a good idea. Oh, yeah. BP, dude, I'm loving... So BP sends me food almost every day on Snapchat. Keep it coming, dude. I'm like really running out of ways to respond. So if I'm just like nice or that looks good, trust me, I'm plotting for things I could put on our menu. So keep sending me that stuff. Tell Ralph that I'm getting complaints 3 states away that his snake is spitting at people. So he needs to, put that back in its cage.
Exactly. Ralph, put it up. Lock it up.
That's all I got for Podbean.
All right, Mama Bear's on. She's got her hands full, literally, with Big Caucus. Just saying. Anyway.
Oh, I bet.
All right. Well, Podbean, love you. Everybody, take care. Hopefully next week you will see us back on in the regular format, and we'll maybe figure out how to do this Clapper shit with everybody. And
hopefully we can add Clapper in somehow, some way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, man. One of Spanky's offspring are in the Podbean chat. Go kick your dad. Just saying. Anyway.
No. Is it, which one of Spanky's offspring is it?
It's the second to the youngest. It's the duck. Big D.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I'll let him talk all about it.
Jester is going to put his foot in his ass if he doesn't start doing social media stuff again.
Yeah.
Tell him we missed lunchtime with Spank.
We don't miss lunchtime that much.
Doing stuff again.
We need him to come back on here so he can read about penis size. And I had a great story. You talked about going down and volunteering in Florida at the Tiger Lion Farm. There's an awesome story about an 84-year-old woman, and I should preface this by what are the 2 things that should be in Florida? Alligators and old people. That's a great match. It's kind of like the circle of life right there, isn't it?
Oh, dude, what'd you think about that alligator wiener I sent you earlier?
that got me to thinking. That's why I found the 84-year-old woman who fought off an alligator while walking her dog. That would have been a great story to talk about. But everybody have a great night on Podbean. We will catch you next week. Adios.
Later, Scooter. Oh, the later Podbean, I guess.
Later Podbean. And later to all the people on Rumble, YouTube, and Facebook. We're out of here. Glad you could come along for just a little bit of a ride. Hope you had fun.